Welcome to the Indatrashpodcast, a variety podcast where we talk about sports, news, entertainment, culture, gaming, and pretty much anything else we feel like. I'm your host and worst best friend, Ramboss the Terrible, and the man to my right, who is always looking at the world through a glass half full, MikeEhle. What's up, Mike? How you been?
What's going on, man? Doing good, but hey, I'll tell you about it during the show.
Sounds good. Cue the intro. All right. So since the NBA playoffs are about to begin here soon, I think they're actually going to be, by the time this one comes out, it will already be in progress. But as of right now, it is not. It's about to start. So with that being said, Mike, do you have a favorite team right now that you think is going to take it all the way?
The Pelicans.
The Pelicans.
Are they still in it?
They're in it, actually.
Yeah. Well, damn, that's them. Don't sleep on them. They're like the bottom.
They did better this year than people expected. They were like number 7.
Well, yeah, no, okay, yeah.
They're number 7 in the West. So they're yeah.
No, we're not the bottom. We're bottom.
They're low, but they're not the bottom. Yeah. They've got to play the Lakers. They're playing the Lakers.
Easy day, man.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wouldn't sleep on the Lakers, and honestly, it's literally just because LeBron James. Like, I just have a hard time.
LeBron,
even at fucking like 39 years old or however fucking old he is, like betting against him.
He's 38, right?
38, I think he's 39, dude. I'm pretty sure he's 39.
Still doing the damn thing.
39 years old.
Fuck,
if you look at his
crazy.
numbers, dude, he's literally playing as good as he's ever played.
If you look at what I was doing at the age of 39.
Dude, I'm not even 39, and I can't even fucking like get out of bed half the time. Like, I literally have to like will myself up.
I don't even think I can touch the bottom of the net anymore.
I don't know if I could.
You jump up and hit that.
I legitimately don't know if I could either. Like, I don't know. It's not really on my list of shit to keep trying.
They must have raised them though. They must have raised. They must be 12 feet now. They ain't 10. They ain't 10 no more.
So yeah,
that's how long I've been out of the loop. I'm sure they raised them.
So you got the Pelicans, huh?
No, I really don't. But I mean, I have to root for the home team.
So yeah, they're not going to last.
But you know what? I grew up as a Charlotte Hornets, and a Supersonic fan.
Okay, well, the Supersonics isn't a thing anymore, and the.
But yeah, they are, man. They're number 1. We just talked about this.
Okay, fine.
OKC.
And then, with let's see, what were we? Who did I want to talk to you about on this? It was.
OKC.
It wasn't OKC, although they are number 1. OKC is number 1 now.
Yeah.
So that's kind of surprising. I thought that they were going to finish like number 2, and I'm not surprised that they finished number 1. I just genuinely thought that the Nuggets were going to be number 1. Like, I thought OKC.
Yeah. You think you think it was a power move where they just think they can play an easier team?
Well, no, because the easier team for number 1
would be number 8. Yeah, would be number 8. But I mean,
well, it's kind of weird because they have like this play-in tournament, So like the play-in tournament allows for extra teams to like try and actually get into the playoffs, which is like the top 8, right? So the play-in tournament teams are the Kings, the Warriors, the Pelicans, and the Lakers, right? Those are all the like play-in teams.
Okay, I see.
And from what, like, it's kind of confusing to like the winner of one set plays the loser of the other. It started last year, and they did it last year, and it was actually pretty good. Like, how it works is actually pretty cool. It adds a little more excitement, and those playing games are only one game. It's like a do or die game. It's not a series.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. It just adds some like weight, some little gravitas. Some random ass game. So yeah, I think it's pretty cool. But basically, like, the winner of the 9 and 10 spot play the loser of the 7 and 8 game, and then those two play, and whoever wins that game plays the 1 seed. That's it.
So damn, that sounds like how everybody's talking about wild card. It sounds like a real wild card. Like, all right, y'all can play for y'all spots,
and then whoever loses that, or whoever loses the 7 or whoever wins the 7 and 8 game plays the number 2 team. So the Nuggets. So whoever wins from the Pelicans and the Lakers, that team is going to have to play the Nuggets. And the Nuggets, I think, are the favorites.
Well, I hope the Nuggets are ready. You know what
I don't think the Nuggets are going to be the ones to like really worry about who wins from the Pelicans or the Lakers. So
I hope they're ready.
I personally think the Nuggets are going to win it all again, like this year. But originally, I didn't have them. I actually had Milwaukee as the.
But
favorite.
Giannis is.
Well, he's hurt. Yeah, he pulled his calf.
The ghost sprain.
He pulled his calf, and it's just I don't think he's going to play in that first game versus the Pacers. At least that's the last thing I heard about it. Who knows? Like when I said when this comes out, he might play, he might not.
Hopefully he's not listening, but man, fuck him.
Yeah, I don't think Giannis is going to be listening to this. Although Giannis, if you are listening, I'm a big fan, and you can
exactly.
I'll let you follow me on Instagram if you want. You have my permission, Giannis. But yeah, so like I had the Bucks originally as like my favorites to win it all, at the beginning of the season, but they've just been hot dog water for quite a while, basically since they picked up Doc Rivers in the middle of the fucking season as their head coach. Which I don't know, that was kind of that whole thing's a shit show in itself. And then Dame hasn't really been Dame throughout, since they basically got him too. He's had a really shitty season.
Yeah, man, everybody thought that was gonna be an awesome fucking duo.
Yeah, on paper it works out amazing, You got Giannis
good.
And Dame, like just thinking about like why wouldn't that work? You would just think like that's like a perfect combo, but it just hasn't really played out like that. And they were number 2 for the longest time in the East, but they actually are number 3 now, which is why they're playing the Pacers, who are 6. Celtics obviously are probably going to be the one to come out of the East. So if I have to guess, it's probably going to be a Nuggets Celtics. Finals.
You think?
Yeah, I don't want to see that, honestly. Honestly, dude.
Yes, definitely. You'll see the Pelicans and probably the Bucks.
I don't think so. I think if it's some crazy random shit, like, I think it'd be really cool if it was like the Knicks versus like the Timberwolves. Like, that would be awesome. Like, I just think that would be so cool to watch.
No, Pelicans would be awesome, man. Never been there before.
I think it'd be really cool for Zion if the Pelicans made it that far, sure. But realistically, I don't see that happening. Like, I just don't. I don't see the Knicks getting there either.
I take your word to heart.
You should. You should.
That hurts.
Like, that's it. But yeah, I don't know. I think that it's going to be a Nuggets Celtics. I wouldn't be surprised if the Bucks somehow fucking turn it on and kind of, pull it out. But I would like to see a Nuggets Bucks series. I think that would be a good finals. I don't think Durant,
Oh man, maybe the Bucks are playing Possum, man.
The Bucks are playing Possum. They're just doing this shit on purpose.
Just chill out, just chill out,
and just fucking go buck wild.
Let's go play the Pacers, and then we'll just roll on from there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think about it. I know we were talking about like the Mavericks before, right?
Yeah.
And,
that's what I was. I was just saying the Pelicans, but before we were talking, I thought I was thinking the Mavericks.
You think the Mavericks? Well, I am impressed with the Mavericks in the second half of the season, primarily because Luka.
They're playing,
Luka has been going fucking crazy the second half. He was literally literally the MVP. He kind of clawed his way up there from like when I first started paying attention to him, he was like number 5 on the list, and like now he's he's either 1 or 2. But I think it's going to be Jokic again for MVP. But I mean, the fact that Luka became like that relevant to the conversation is impressive. So, and he's only like 25 years old too. So he's fucking, and like people generally reach their peaks in the NBA between like 27 and like 30 or so, So, and he's 25. So
except for LeBron, he's still
LeBron.
peak.
I don't know what the hell that dude just has the secret to like immortal.
I think he goes into like an ice chamber every night after the game.
I don't know, but he needs to get with. Who LeBron needs to talk to? LeBron needs to sit with fucking Zion and be like, "Hey, bro, this is how you fucking like not get injured and just
If Zion could turn into what LeBron does,
he would be unstoppable.
Nasty.
He would be fucking unstoppable.
Yeah. LeBron's gonna wait till he retires, then he's gonna be like, "Hey, bro, look,
start giving him advice.
Here's my workout regimen. You need." But man, if he could do half of what LeBron does, that dude would be a monster.
And like, I felt like the thing is, Zion had a ton of hype coming in, you know, like back when he did, and he just got hurt.
I balled too hard in college.
Well, he's just so big and so fucking explosive, you know.
And then you go down to New Orleans where they have all that food.
He gained a lot of weight. Like people were giving him dude. I love the photos.
Hell, I retired. I came home. I gained a lot.
I love the photos they have of him. Like they have some where he's just stuffing his face like he's so fucking fat in his uniform. I'm like, this is so fucked up. But
fucking beignets,
beignets and Big Macs. But yeah, no, he's. I genuinely hope the best for him. Like I want him to succeed. Like,
I would. Like
I really like. I don't have like a favorite team right now. Like my team technically is like the Nets, but the Nets are literally like one of the most garbage teams, if not the most garbage team in the NBA. So like there's no rooting for them. You know, it's kind of just whatever. Yeah. So like I follow players, you know, I'm kind of rooting for players. And Zion,
I think like a lot of basketball fans, I think a lot of them just follow players. Like if that player goes to another team, they're still they'll support that new team.
Well, I think that has a lot to do with just how players move around so much nowadays. Like there's not really like the one player, one team kind of thing. Like Kobe was a Laker kind of thing. You know, like that shit's not a thing anymore. Like LeBron jumped to like three teams or three or four different teams, and now everybody does that. You know, like if they don't want to stick around anymore, they fucking just dip out. So, and like the Mavericks, I was surprised with them again, going back to them. Because they have Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie Irving is like notoriously a fucking pain in the ass. You know, he's like a flat earther and fucking like anti-vax kind of like I don't care if you're anti-vax, but like he literally wouldn't do it, and like he couldn't play in the NBA because of it. You know, so I don't know. It fucking it rubbed me the wrong way, and I was like, I don't fucking like this guy. But he's been very good. Since he's been on the Mavericks, he's been like low key, kind of just fucking keeping quiet, not talking about the fucking Earth being flat and weird shit like that. He's literally just
probably just matured a little, you know, because
I don't think it's because he matured a little. It's because someone was like, "Hey, bro, you only have like a year or two in your contract left. If you're trying to make more fucking money, you need to shut the fuck up for a while and behave. Otherwise, no one's gonna fucking pick your ass up."
Kyrie, stop.
So Kyrie, if you're listening to this,
calm down.
Which I'm sure you are. Obviously.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
good job this year. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
That's it. But yeah, so I don't know where I was going with this. I kind of just wanted to know like who you thought was going to be, you know, in the finals.
Pelicans in 4.
Pelicans are going to fucking sweep whoever they play. That's it.
In 4. Every series is 4.
They're going to go undefeated in the playoffs.
If it's best of 5, it's still 4.
Respect. All right. So, please, guys, what do you guys think? Who do you guys think is going to go and make it all the way to the end?
Mike's a fucking idiot. That's what I think.
Who do you think is going to make it all the way to the end of the playoffs? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. All right, Mike, keeping it on the, I guess, sports-related news stuff. I'm sure you've heard, and I'm sure you're very sad about it. OJ, the Juice, died. He was 76 years old.
76 years old.
76. And there are some mixed feelings out there, to say the least.
Oh, yeah, there's a lot of mixed feelings.
Like, dude, I was fucking laughing. Like, I feel bad, like, laughing about it, but, like, let's be real.
Yeah.
How bad can you
there was no wait period neither. It was like, boom, soon it happened. Oh, let's shoot this beam out. Like,
they were waiting for him to die. Like, they already had that shit made.
Yeah, these things were loaded up for like years.
Yeah. There was one that was like, there's no...
I didn't know, and what's so crazy about it, because, you know, like, after all that incident with him, I just pretty much like, okay, man, I'm done following this dude, but I didn't know he had cancer.
I didn't know he had cancer either, but I mean, apparently so. I don't even know what type of cancer it was that fucking killed him, you know?
Yeah, I don't either, yeah. Because all I would hear lately, like, after his little trial and stuff, was he was always falling into trouble where his memorabilia... autograph of memorabilia. He's like trying to go get it back.
He was stealing his own memorabilia.
To me, in my head, all this thing is like, this dude's just hurting on money bad, man. That's what I'm thinking. You got to go run and go do this.
You think it was a money thing for him though? Like you think OJ just was?
I don't know what it was because he could probably go sign an autograph and sell it for at least.
That's what I'm saying. Like people would definitely like pay him or like go to speaking events or something like that. You know, like he definitely had ways to make money. So I don't know why he was always getting caught stealing his shit back. Like,
yeah, exactly. Maybe it was a dare that somebody put him up to. A long life dare, like, man, I said I was gonna get it back 10 years ago.
It's like OJ always goes through with his promises.
Exactly.
Yeah, but he's dead. Everybody already fucking knows. Like, it's not any secret or anything. But I just was like, I don't know. I thought it was I thought it was interesting that he still has records in the NFL that are still held today. The 2,000 rushing yards in a season. It's still held.
No, man, Chris Johnson beat that one. I think Chris Johnson.
I'm going to look it up right now. And I'm going to say what OJ Simpson.
He's probably in there, like in the top, but he doesn't have the record.
He still has. What the fuck am I looking up here? Like, am I just like legitimately dumb as fuck? Hold on. When he became the first back in history to rush over 2,000 yards.
Oh, here's the first.
Okay. So, hold on. Am I just like this dumb at reading? Dude, I literally was like listening.
You just believe what you want to believe.
I just love OJ that much.
You believe what you want.
Did you know he was the first running back to throw for over 500 yards in a game? Did you know that?
Was it Pop Warner? You've been following him since that long.
He was amazing. He literally killed a kid in fucking on the field. OJ, I don't even know how to look this up, man. Does
most rushing yards?
Hold on. Does OJ still hold any NFL?
No, see, you can't start off with OJ. You can't start off with OJ.
With 405, Simpson broke Jim Brown's single-season rushing record and ended the season with 2,003 yards. His 140 rush per game of the season remains the highest. That's it. Okay, so it wasn't 2,000. That I was incorrect. It was his. It's the most rushing yards per game. He still holds that record. So he has a.
He has that.
No, it's 143.1 rushing yards per game. That season remains the highest.
Oh, per game.
Per game. Is still the highest mark in league history. So that's the record that he holds.
Damn.
I'm just
143 a game?
Yeah.
Well, back then they're only playing 6 games. So I don't know.
Well, I think they actually played 15 games back then.
Okay.
So it was 1 game less, but still.
That's pretty impressive.
Right? That's still, and it's that is higher than the number 2 by 10 yards. So it's not even.
Yeah, I guess it ain't.
Well, but then again, 10 yards is a lot when it's a fucking record like that, though. You know, like he's fucking.
Yeah, I guess so. Because now you're in the thousands for the season.
Yeah.
10 yards a game. Now you're beating about at least 1,000.
So yeah, he had 2,003 yards that season, but his 143.1 rushing yards per game is the record. Yeah, that's it. So I was wrong. I apologize for being an idiot. But if you're here for actual news, let me just preface this. If you're watching this podcast and expecting actual news, you're watching the wrong podcast. Like that is
actual stats.
Yeah, we literally just fucking.
As you can tell, we do our research as is.
Yeah. So just don't like take anything we say seriously.
Well, man, so who got the most rushing yards of the season?
Period. Okay, let's see. Let's look it up. I can Google that. Who has the most rushing yards?
I swear Chris Johnson was up there.
Season. Hold on. Let me ask the assistant. Assistant, who has the most rushing yards? Okay, hold on. He's checking. Eric Dickerson.
Okay.
Yeah, 2,105 in 1984. And then Adrian Peterson is number 2.
Fucking
Jamal Lewis is 3,
Chris Johnson.
Barry Sanders is 4, and Derrick Henry's 5.
Shit, Chris Johnson
Not
ain't
even
on the list no more.
Not even on that list.
Fuck,
Bro,
I ain't been paying attention to
we
stats
are
years.
so good at this.
You know what we need for your assistant? Fucking put Alexa up there.
Oh,
And that way we just ask Alexa.
oh, that would be such a good idea. Yeah, who knows? We might actually try to.
Yeah, it'll be a lot easier. That way Alexa will be wrong. We will never be wrong.
Just blame
Alexa, our assistant, will be wrong.
All right. So, Bea,
Yeah, write that down. We need a fucking Alexa device.
back to OJ. Yeah, so I don't know. I just thought it was kind of interesting that he held a record. Apparently, I heard the wrong thing from what I was listening to, but
Yeah, who's your source? Tell on. Tell on. It wasn't us. Who was your
Just
source?
Dave.
Lame ass Dave.
That was who it is. I blame Dave.
Fucking Dave, man. What that fucking technology
I know.
had. That motherfucker looking up shit on Commodore 64.
Yeah. If Dave was there, OJ would still be alive. If he was at the hospital that
Easily.
day.
He would have the most rushing yards this season.
Good old fucking Dave. Good old lame ass Dave.
Fuck. Lame ass
Respect.
Dave.
Anyway, what is your opinion on the whole OJ thing? Are you glad he's dead or just indifferent about it?
Damn.
You know, that's all.
Yeah.
Please let us know in the comments down below. So, Mike, I have something to tell you, and I don't know if you even know what this
That's
is.
all right. I like story time, man. You'd be surprised.
I
man.
might be surprised.
Got a
You do
vast
surprise me sometimes.
book of knowledge.
So I'm finally
Yes.
caught up on one of my favorite shows that I've been watching since about 2011 or no 2012. Basically, when I got to the ship, I picked it up on our first deployment. So it's called One Piece. Have you ever heard of it?
I have heard of it. I've never watched it. And they have a series on Netflix,
Yes,
don't
I
they?
actually watched that series on Netflix too. So the Netflix series, for those wondering, is a live-action adaptation of Oda, who's actually the author of the manga One Piece. It's an anime. It's fucking awesome. If you haven't watched it, I definitely...
Is it really awesome?
Dude,
though?
it's
Like,
so fucking good. Like, the thing is, like, if you watch it from the very beginning, like, you're watching a show that's fucking old. Like, I think the show came out literally in, like, the 1990s, like, late 1990s, or early 2000s.
Yeah, I know it's been around for a while. Yeah, I know that. Did they just finish it or
No,
something?
they haven't
or-
finished it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's still going. And the thing is, like, the animation has gotten crazy on it, like, so fucking good. But if you're gonna watch it from the beginning, it takes some getting used to the animation style and like what it is you're actually watching, because the characters, like, they don't look like normal. They're very exaggerated features, like, and they're drawn in like really crazy ways, and like, you know, just shit's fucking weird. But
so when the dude extends his arm and shit like that, is that just some magical power? That's just the
so
way
he's made of rubber, right? He ate.
Okay.
So how this world works? Just a quick rundown for Mike here.
Thank
Is
Fuck everybody else. Help me.
is basically there's these fruits out there, right? And these devil fruits is what they're called. They imbue the person who eats the fruit with certain powers, right? But the power comes with, it has a pro. The power itself comes with good and bad, right? Pros and cons. Every con for the power, every con for eating a devil fruit is that the water from the ocean is now weakens you. Basically, it makes you like unable to move, like to the point where like if you fall in the ocean, you drown.
But they're all on the ocean.
Exactly, they're pirates. They fucking are always on the ocean.
Yeah.
So
Well, that
the
shit didn't
ocean is a
work.
big risk for them, like getting into the water for anybody who eats these devil fruits. But the pro is obviously you get whatever the fucking power is. Like Luffy ate the gum fruit, so he became rubber. He's a rubber man, right? And then other people ate whatever the fuck fruit they ate, and then like you can be like Luffy's brother, for example. His name was Ace. He was like fire, like literally fucking fire, right? And then there's another guy who's like a Navy admiral who's like ice, like just pure ice. And then there's a guy who's made of light because they ate those fruits.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just it's a cool
But the water thing is the ocean throwing me off though, because they're on
that's
the
the
ocean.
thing. It's like that's part of the risk of the gum fruits, or pardon me, of the fruits, of the devil fruits, is that sure you get these powers, but the ocean is.
You got to find a new career field. You can't just be a fucking
Not everybody
pirate.
is a pirate who eats those fruits, but a lot are. You know.
Now you gotta find a new career.
He's not. He's trying to become the king of the pirates. Luffy. He's the head of the Straw Hat Pirates. But basically, back to what I was saying about the show. If you're gonna watch it, just kind of give it some time, because it's definitely one of those type of shows where you're like, I don't like how this looks, because of one, how old it is, and two, it's just so fucking strange. But the storylines and like the backgrounds for each of the characters, they do such a good job of like fleshing out everybody's story that you get fucking hooked, man. And there's like,
so that great. You think? So do you think like one season is about one character's backstory, or
not really? It seems,
or do they just throw it all in there?
Well, the first few seasons is basically Luffy like getting his team together, right? His pirate crew. So he goes and he finds like a navigator. Right, and then he finds a cook, and then he needs first he finds a first mate, which is a swordsman, Zoro. And
then they all go and eat these juju fruits at the same time?
It's not a juju fruit. They're called devil fruits, and no, not all of his. Oh. Actually, not some of his crew have eaten devil fruits, but some haven't. But yeah, the ones who ate the devil fruits shouldn't jump in the water, but that they're on a ship, so usually they're safe until they fall into the ocean. But regardless, I'm finally caught up on the show, and because there's 1,100 episodes right now, so
yeah, I'm about to say it's because it's been out.
Yeah, it's been out for a long ass time. So 1,100 episodes, and I'm on episode 1,096. So I have 4 episodes. I basically have been waiting a month to watch every episode. Like I can't just watch one episode, so I kind of binge 4 at a time. So I'm very excited to see what's happening right now. And but yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk to you about. And
sounds interesting. I did not know that. I thought they were like, damn, these guys have some weird powers, but no, they all got different.
Yeah, they all have different powers.
And they're allergic to ocean water.
It's more than an allergy. but yes, they are in essence, like that's their big weakness or whatever.
Damn.
And no, dude, the show is really good. Like, and then they did the Netflix adaptation of it or whatever. And I thought it was going to be dog shit. Like, I don't remember any like real live action adaptations that were actually good.
Death Note.
No. And actually, I don't know. I never watched that one.
No, it wasn't. It ain't good.
Wouldn't imagine it would be. But yeah, I went in with very low expectations for that One Piece live action adaptation, and was pleasantly surprised like how fucking good it was. Like, they did a great job. The actor who plays Luffy is fucking perfect for him. They did such a good job portraying that character. And Luffy, like I said, is the main character.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, man. I would tell you to watch it. I know you never would. But
you'd be surprised.
Yeah, I don't think so. But I know.
I have some free time on my
hand, I know you've been watching Fallout, right?
Yeah, Fallout.
How's that?
Amazing. And you know what? I've watched and I went into it because, I played the game, but I played like the first 5 minutes of the game and never played it again because I got discouraged. I was like, this is dumb. So I just never went back to it. But after watching the show, I was like, I'm going to go back and check out this game and see what this really, just like how that one show on Max, The Last of Us. I wanted to play season, the games. So I know what season 2 what to expect. Man, I downloaded these games. I ain't even played them yet, man. I had them they're in my PlayStation, 4 or 5, whatever number I got. They've been in there for like 4 months, and I just ain't played them, man. I bought them, downloaded them.
If I can give you some advice right now, don't play Last of Us 2.
I really don't want to, just so that gives us something. We got 2 different views on.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't even thinking about that, but yeah, that too. Honestly, though, like the second game has some of the most crazy fucking like twists that if you just watch it on TV, you're gonna fucking be blown away. Like you're gonna be like, what the fuck? This is crazy that this shit's happening. But if you play the game, it'll take away from the show. So
okay, Roger. So yeah, I guess just because you said so, I just keep this fucking $40 download on my damn thing and never touch it. I mean,
like I already played it. Like I played it a while back, you know, before that I even knew the show was coming out. So back when it won like Game of the Year or whatever the hell. So,
but back on Fallout, man, good show. Eight episodes.
You watched all of it?
Like an hour long each. Yeah, I watched it all like in 2 days, I think, 2 or 3 days.
I didn't realize it was an all released already. I thought it was just one episode.
Yeah, man, that shit's pretty gangster. The end of season 1 is pretty gangster, man. They make it for a season 2, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure it got renewed.
What is it? I guess you wouldn't know because you haven't played the games. I was gonna say, what game is it based on?
Based on Fallout.
Yeah, but there's so many, so that's why I was like,
"Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit." See, yeah, I'm so fucking lost.
It's all good. Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
I go in there free spirited.
I used to play Fallout.
So this is an honest review of the fucking show.
Yeah, you got a super honest review. Not even played the game,
Yeah.
but I used to play the game and put like with mods, so like you could download just I don't know, basically like cheats and kind of make the game however the fuck you wanted to play it. And yeah, that game with mods is fucking insanely fun. Like it is so goddamn fun. It's a good game without the mods, don't get me wrong. But for some reason, it's just like GTA 6 or GTA. Like if you play that game without mods, it's fun.
And see, so I went into Fallout with that look because you know it's like what free roam or whatever they call it. But man, I was just so lost. I need some type of guidance, man.
Yeah, that game does guide you, but the thing is, like, you have to go and find the quest. So, like, it'll give you a main quest, but then as you go along, you'll get all these, I don't know, probably literally hundreds, maybe even thousands of side quests in the game. And
I couldn't even get to the main one. I was just so lost.
Find out which one's the main.
Like,
yeah, they are all good games. I hope they're coming out with another one soon. I would like to say they are, but I haven't heard anything about it.
This one, I don't know if it's like going with the game, but it's based off of Vault 33. I don't know if that has to do with
Fallout.
the game. Vault 33.
I don't know. No, basically all the vaults. Every game starts with a different vault. So
yeah, they have Vault 33, 32, 31, and Vault 4. I think is on this.
In what, the show?
Season.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this season. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't recognize any of those vaults.
Okay, that's what I was asking. See if it does ring a bell. Like, oh, okay, there must be talking about.
Well, that's one of the cool
one,
things about it, though, is like a lot of the vaults, they each have their own like story to them, you know. So which is why it's kind of like you can make a new game because like it's a whole different thing. Like, why is this person waking up then when they did? You know, what happened to their fucking life? Blah blah blah. Right. So it's, I don't know. I like those games a lot. I think they're done really really well. But they're fucking super glitchy, dude. Like those games are really, really glitchy. So it's I think the company's Bethesda. I'm pretty positive it's a Bethesda game.
Maryland. Awesome.
What is Maryland?
That's where Bethesda.
Oh, is it?
Bethesda, Maryland. There's a naval base up there.
I've never heard that. But yeah, no, they're pretty good games. So yeah. Anyway, what do you guys think?
Show's good.
Mike says it's good. We want to hear your guys' thoughts on Fallout and if you guys think I should watch it or not.
I think you should.
Let us know. Let us know in the comments down below.
Please, let me know.
Respect. So basically what just happened was Mike and I just lost internet for some reason or another. And apparently somebody got tired of hearing about my all my dead bodies I've seen.
Yeah, it's probably one of those people, probably one of the spirits. All right, motherfucker just goes there and talk bad about me, beat me on a bench, cut this shit off.
Yeah, and that wasn't even that wasn't even the last body I saw. And actually, technically, okay. So the frozen guy was the first body I saw. The second body is this one. So I was coming home from, I believe it was a wedding, and I was with my mom and dad. And we were driving home, and it was my brother and sister in the back seat. I was also in the back seat, and I was awoken by, like bright siren lights, not the
party lights,
not the sound. There was no sound. They weren't making noise. It was literally just the flashing in the car. And my dad was like, he noticed I woke up, and he was like, "Hey, close your fucking eyes, like, go back to fucking sleep. Don't look out the window." He specifically said, "Don't look out the window." So what do?
Nicholas Flame, do not look outside.
I fucking look out the window, and there was a guy who clearly like went flying out of his windshield of his car and was just like basically skid across the ground, and his fucking his fucking face and his body was just all mangled to shit.
How old were you? I
was probably 9, maybe, when that.
Yes,
saw that one.
Golly.
Yeah. So
you ever seek therapy, man? You want to talk?
That's what this is. This is my therapy.
I got you.
Yeah. So that was the second body. The first one I saw, I might have been like 7, I would say, maybe 7.
Yeah, so every 2 years,
something like that. Well, 9, and then I saw
a large gap.
Then it was a large gap, yes. Then there was the San Diego explosion guy, and then there was the Publix dead person on the cart. So those are the dead people I've seen, and I don't think I've seen any more. Like, that was the extent of it. You never seen anybody dead?
Yeah. I see,
like, other than a funeral. Other than a funeral, like.
Well, it was in South Carolina, not like right there on the spot, but like I seen dead bodies, but not like right there on the spot. I've never seen dead bodies right there on the spot.
Okay.
Like where it just happened. I've never seen that.
Okay. Well, I guess you're kind of lucky. Like, I didn't. I don't know.
Not lucky. I know how to avoid things, Nick. That's
well, the thing
my dad says, don't look out the window. I'm not looking out the window, Nick.
Well, you're a better child than I was, I guess.
I'm not going around fucking beating fucking snow logs on the fucking
I wasn't beating the homeless man on purpose. It was literally an accident. Like, it was just a snow thing, and I went to go like push the snow to see like what the fuck is this big mound, and it was a man, a frozen man. Yeah,
crazy.
That was some shit. But you know, when you're young, like, you remember things a little differently than probably how they really happened. But
yeah, probably like you were watching a movie.
That was it.
You went to sleep and you dreamt about it and you just thought it was fucking real.
Yep, that was it. I remember having a dream when I was a kid. It was about fucking vampires, and it was this. I was traumatized from this, but it was literally just these bats, these big ass fucking bats jumped on me, and they were saying vampire, vampire. And that was it.
They're singing a song. The world is a vamp.
Yeah. But
and that was it.
Yeah, but I remember that
because you fell asleep to that fucking song, and then it got stuck in your head,
and it fucking fucked me up. But the thing is, I still remember that dream because I was so scared. I remember that fucking dream. That was a pretty creepy one.
That's what I took melatonin one time, and I'll never do it again because it put me in such a deep sleep.
Yeah, you like lucid dream with melatonin.
Yeah, and you know when I got sleep apnea, and I need to start using my machine. Okay, I get it. But so like there'll be times where I'm sleeping where my whole body will just twitch.
Yeah,
and it'll be part of my dream. And I think the reason why I do that is because I had an episode where my body's like, "Bro, wake up! You need to breathe."
That's probably what it is.
I think that's really what that is. Like sometimes I'll be having a dream, like I'm just walking down the sidewalk and my foot rolls on that little fucking, you know how the sidewalks are like got that little crack down thing.
Yeah.
My foot like just I catch it the wrong way and I roll and I sit there and I twist my fucking ankle in real life while I'm sleeping, and I wake up and I'll be like, what the fuck was that? And I think it's a sign from my body's like, bro, you stop breathing. We gotta wake this dude up somehow. Hey, play back the fucking sidewalk. Put that dream, slide that dream back in right quick. That usually
get him up quick.
I think that's what my body does.
Get him up or he ain't getting up.
What we gonna do? Hey, play the sidewalk shit. He always
we got 25 seconds. Before we're fucking blacked out.
It's either that or I'm falling off a cliff and I'm rolling halfway off my bed, but then my whole body twitches. But the sidewalk one usually gets me up real quick. I feel the pain in my ankle too, like I really rolled.
Yeah, that shit's fucking. That's funny though.
But I think it's my way my body talks to me at night.
Yeah, I have sleep apnea also. but I don't think it's as severe as yours. It sounds like.
Oh yeah, I be dying in my fucking sleep.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't even.
I think I had like. I think
bad.
when I did the test, it was like they said I had. Well, within an hour, like you have like 52 to 57 episodes
In an hour?
Yeah.
You know, there's only 60 minutes in a fucking.
Yeah, so it's like every fucking minute, fucking, I stop breathing.
What the hell are you doing? You're just holding your breath like every.
And I'll tell you one thing, like when I was being a swim instructor, my breath holds suck underwater too. So I don't know how this shit's happening.
That's crazy. But sleep apnea is really dangerous because like it's known to like legitimately like lessen your quality of life.
Yeah,
and your like,
that's what
length
everybody
of
talks
life.
about. That's why I need to try this machine, man. Like I said, I've been having this machine. I couldn't get used to it, and I'm like, man, fuck
You
this
put
shit.
it to the side.
Yeah. But I need to get serious to it.
Yeah, I have one too. And I use it occasionally. But the thing is,
I
like,
get back
I don't know,
on it this summer.
I sleep decent enough, and I don't know. I think I really like. I should use it too. Like, tell you the truth, because sometimes like you'll be like, "Fuck, man, I am tired as fuck." Like I slept for 8 hours. I'm still tired.
It might be crazy. It might be crazy. Like if I actually did get some good sleep, I'll probably be like, "What the fuck is this? Like, this is all right." This is
goddamn
like, but I've
amazing.
never had it in my life. Yeah.
Yeah, like this is how the world is.
Yeah, exactly. I thought I was living.
You had no
I
idea.
guess I'm not living. I'm slowly dying.
Yeah. Speaking of things dying, when I was a kid, this kind of fucked with me a little bit too, and I think it's just a stupid memory at this point. But do you remember Tamagotchis?
That's the little egg thing.
The egg thing, yeah. So I had a Tamagotchi when I was very young, and
Never had one, but I know what they were.
I had this.
I was playing
this one-
Nintendo watches, so.
Oh yeah, that was your jam. But I had this Tamagotchi and it was tied to a shoestring, and the shoestring was tied around my neck, so I wore it like a chain, right?
Okay, I thought you said it was gonna be tied to your shoe. I'm like, fuck, that's just dead.
Yeah, just fucking dragging him along. So I was fucking I had this Tamagotchi for a while, and it was like surviving, and like I'd clean its shit up, and you know all the stuff you had to do with those things to kind of keep it alive for a while. And I remember I was watching like cartoons in the morning, and I was like hunched over, and I had a cup of chocolate milk, and my fucking Tamagotchi, which was hanging from my neck, when I hunched,
You drowned
over,
him, motherfucker.
it was in the chocolate milk, and I didn't realize it.
You drowned him.
And I drowned my Tamagotchi. Yeah, and I could never. It never recovered.
Yeah, but it didn't even tell you it died. That motherfucker didn't no sign.
It was just done.
Oh.
Yep. And I remember I told my like parents. I was like, "Oh my."
I don't think nobody actually killed him that way. I think everybody. You're probably the only one in the world that really killed a Tamagotchi.
Yeah, I told my parents, and they were like, "We're not buying you a new one." So
Yeah,
that was my one and only Tamagotchi I ever had.
Damn.
Yep. Good times.
I wonder if how many people in the world actually killed, like, accidentally sat on him and suffocated him. Like,
I suffocated my Tamagotchi. Like it's digital.
when we realized you
It's
sat
digital.
on it but broke the screen. Yeah.
Those
Man, you
fucking-
really killed yourself.
Yep.
Like, there was no bringing it back.
Nope, that chocolate got all
Or
up.
not
in
even bringing another one. You can't
No,
even
it's-
respond.
nothing.
Your bitch was just dead.
Yep. So that chocolate got all up in the circuitry, and that was the end of my Tamagotchi.
You never got another one.
Nope.
That was
Even to
after
this,
a week.
dude, I'm even as an adult, I can go buy one right now if I wanted, but I still haven't, just because I'm
Yeah,
traumatized.
you can't. It ain't right. I bet all the Tamagotchi know about you.
They're like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah.
It's like you hear he's the only one who's ever drowned one of us.
That's Ramboss. Fucking drowner of the Tamagotchi.
This is so stupid. What the fuck? But yeah, I don't know why I remember those dumbass things. Anyway, Mike. All right, let's get into our. Do you want to do the question, the choose one of 404 questions, or do you want me to just give you my specific question that I have?
No, I like the choosing of the questions. That way we both don't know what's going on.
Okay, that's fair. But you got to choose a number then, and we can't
21.
we can't choose 108 because we already did that. You said 21.
It's stupid.
All right, can't do. I'm just writing. Can't do 108 and 21 now. All right. So
21.
Going to the document, number 21. All right, 21 says, imagine you can master any instrument overnight. Which one would it be? And what's the first song you'd play?
The piano.
Okay, piano's a good answer, I think.
Yeah.
What's the first song
and
you'd
Jaws.
play?
Jaws has to be the best one.
Jaws?
It's the easiest one.
Just...
Oh, doom, 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 doom. But no, Moonlight Sonata. Moonlight Sonata, man. And the only reason why I said it because Resident Evil.
Moonlight Sonata.
Yeah.
Resident Evil.
They play it on the piano, man, don't they?
I don't...
Man, I know I ain't tripping, man. You make me feel like I be lying all the fuck, like I just make shit up.
I just don't know. Dude, every time I hear the answer Resident Evil for something, I think of these scammers who I was like fucking with on my phone. Did I tell you about this ever? The scammers?
Oh, yeah. We were talking about, y'all got into a deep conversation about Resident Evil, didn't y'all?
So basically, the scammer hit me up and was just like, hey, my name is Susie, and we met at a conference. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, Susie, I don't know who you are. And then she was like, oh, it's okay. I want to be your friend anyway, right? And obviously at this point I'm like, and then they sent me the picture of like this beautiful Asian lady. And I was just like, this is so fucking stupid already. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go along with this. So I pretended that I was a widow, an old elderly woman widow, who had a lot of money and I wanted to invest it in something. And I was looking for something because my husband had just recently died and I'm very lonely. Right. And basically that was my entire backstory that I kind of fed to her over literally, dude, we were talking for days. Like, eventually, her English started off pretty good. Like, it was obviously like someone who in whatever call center was doing this was
the script. You got to stick to the script.
I'm sure, but this person was really good at it, right? Like their script was good. But the thing is, as the day, became night and night became morning and morning became afternoon for the next day, they were passing it down the fucking line. And whoever at the end, their English was fucking terrible. Like, it was so fucking...
And you're talking to a whole new person.
I was talking to multiple people. I'm positive of it.
Yeah.
And
damn, that sucks.
At the end, one of the very last things... No, I was like... I just said, like, I was like, oh, my favorite movie is Wolf of Wall Street because, I want to make a lot of money and blah, blah, blah. But I've never seen the movie. I heard it's great. I said, what's your favorite movie? And they just said Resident Evil.
Yeah.
After fucking days of talking to these scammers, they just fucking answered with Resident Evil. And I was like, that is the most honest thing they told me this entire fucking time.
That's probably the only thing I fucking believe in.
Exactly. Your Resident Evil comment just makes...
Man, I've been trying to play games with them, man, lately, because I've been getting them like, hey, is this Julie? And I'd be like, nope. And I always send them that little Bugs Bunny meme where he's like, no.
Oh, yeah.
But they never reply back to me.
Oh, really?
They probably don't get memes. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I reply to almost every one of them. Like, even the ones that are like from UPS or whatever. Oh, your UPS package hasn't arrived yet. And I'll respond back. I'm like, where the fuck's my package?
I was like, damn, that sucks.
I just like to fuck with them. Like, and sometimes they respond back. And like there was one scammer who called me at I was in Publix, and he called
looking
me
at dead bodies.
I was actually in the baked goods section, so one of them called me, and on the caller ID it said my bank's name, but it was misspelled, right? And I was like, what the?
That's a clue.
I was already like, this is fucking weird. And so I answered. I'm like, hey, blah blah blah, and I started talking to him. And he was like, hey, my name is whatever the fuck. And he had a heavy accent. So another clue that I was just like, this is fucking horseshit. And then the thing that made me laugh about it was that at the end of our conversation, I was like, hey, listen, I'm going to call you back because I'm just not comfortable with giving out my information right now. And he's like, no, if you don't give me your information right now, like the transaction's going to go through and they're going to charge you, $1,300 or whatever number they said, right? Yeah. And I was like, I'm just going to call you back, like immediately, right now. And he's like, fuck you. Just hung up.
Bitch.
It was so dumb.
This guy's good. This guy's
got us. He's in on us.
What do I do? Fuck you.
This isn't part of the script. But yeah, so that was good times.
Yeah, damn good time. But back to the piano thing, man.
Oh yeah, what song?
I just think
Piano
it'd be awesome.
in Moonlight Sonata.
Yeah, like if you just see you ever just see pianos at random places?
Yes. Yeah. To be able to
and
play
just
that.
to go up and play it. Yeah, I wish I could just be able to go up there and play. But it's
I think that would be actually really cool. Yeah, I know what Moonlight Sonata is.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You don't even know what Resident Evil was if it wasn't for the fucking scammers.
So something you might not know about me is that I actually knew how to play the piano. Both.
Stop lying.
I did. No, I'm serious. I really did. I knew how to play the piano. I learned not because I can read music or anything like that, because I can't read music at all. But I had a one of those like cool, I don't know, not a piano, keyboards that had like light up keys when I was young, and it had like preloaded songs into it that would light up.
And you just follow the lights.
And you just follow the lights. That's it.
Maybe
and
that's what a lot of
I had to do it.
I had a lot of people I met that's what they like. Man, I can play the piano. I can't read the music, but I know what keys to hit. And maybe a lot of people just grew up that way. And
yeah, and eventually, like honestly, if you just have a piano in your room, especially, dude, when I was a kid though, like we had video games and shit like that, but we didn't have like online video games, you know, like on. So if you were done playing games by your fucking self and you didn't have friends around, a piano was a really entertaining thing, you know.
I doubt that.
So
like it was like fucking having an ant farm.
But I learned a lot of songs through that just because I was so fucking.
It's funny because like I took this class as it's for like I thought it would be like working on sound, like editing sound for like videos and stuff.
Yeah.
No, man, we were fucking making music. I was like, I don't know shit about music, but I got a B in the class, and I was just sitting there because like he gave us like some little like keypads to take home, and you can just make music off them. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I didn't have no rhythm to it or nothing. I was like,
oh, is it one of those little like it has like little square buttons or whatever?
Yeah.
You could, like they each make different sounds.
yeah,
Yeah. I forgot what those things are called, but they're pretty cool.
man.
Like,
He was just looking. I told him, I was like, bro, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And he just like, this cool, man. You know, he was like, he had long hair and everything. This cool, bro. And I was just like, all right, man, fuck if you say so.
He's like, don't worry about it. This isn't a real class.
I got a B. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like an audio class. And I thought that's what it was going to be like. Learn how to fucking, you know, tweak like video so all of it sounds clear and shit like that. But
yeah,
no, man, we were fucking making music. And man, I felt like
Did you learn?
Fucking idiot because everybody in the class was like a musician. And I was like,
oh, yeah.
what the fuck am I doing here?
Yeah, I know how that feels.
Fuck,
Like,
that shit
except
was
I
horrible.
did not pass my class that was like that. I was like, I fucking was like, I'm out.
Ugh.
I don't know this. I'm fucking gone. Yeah.
I ain't no word with it. So what I did, I tried to watch a vid like a keyboard thing, and I was watching YouTube videos. I'm just gonna copy somebody's project, and I was trying to do that Dr. Dre fucking. Doo, 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 doo.
Yeah.
I was trying to do that shit. I was like, that shit should be simple enough. Man, I fucked that shit.
Dude,
But I gotta be, you know.
yeah, but that is so popular. You don't think he's gonna recognize that?
Man, I don't think he cared. And like my dad always told me, man, you can't fucking dazzle him with the truth, baffle him with some bullshit, you know. And that's what I did, and I gotta be. Yeah.
Respect. I remember when I was a kid in elementary school.
Really?
And I had just
I thought
Yeah,
you just went there last year. Didn't you just fucking graduate?
so I was there. I had just moved into the neighborhood, and I get assigned to this music class, and basically there was like only a handful of instruments left, and the fucking music teacher was like, hey, so what do you want to play? And I was like, I want to play saxophone, because I fucking thought the saxophone was like the coolest fucking instrument. He's like, we already gave out our sax, but we got something even better for you. And he gave me a big ass baritone.
I thought I'd give you a French horn. They try to sell people on French horns.
Dude, I hated this fucking instrument. It was just big as fucking shit. So, I remember like they gave it to me, and like I came home with it, and my dad was like, "This is not a fucking saxophone. Like, what is this?" I was like, "It's a baritone."
Go down to the basement.
He's like, they just gave you this because you're big, like to carry it. Like that was it.
That's what you should have went back and told the school, man. You probably could have won that case.
Yeah, assume. Assume for
Start a Me Too movement, man.
Yeah, good times.
Sounds like it.
All right, so your answer to that question is piano and Moonlight Sonata.
Yeah, and that's just so I can just go and fucking play anywhere. Like I see a piano, man, fuck it, I'm playing.
But hopefully they don't ask you to play anything else.
Yeah,
Just Moonlight Sonata.
that's it. That's it.
They're like, hey, you want?
I'll be back.
What do you want? Moonlight Sonata.
I'll be back, yeah.
I got you.
Let me go get some water. I'll be right back. Don't even show.
Just leave.
Exactly.
That's it. That's pretty solid. Pretty solid. All right, for you guys out there, what instrument would you play, and what song would you learn first? We would love to know in the comments down below. Respect. All right, so we got those two questions, and then all right, so before we get the hell out of here, I'd like to ask you: is there anything that you've been enjoying this week that you would like to share with the audience?
Since Fallout's over with, so I'm trying. I sent you a picture. I don't know if we can get that picture on, but anyway, about these little fucking, they're like 5 foot tall, and they hold plants, man. I'm trying to turn my room into a real like. I guess it's a Zen vibe or some shit like that, where I got little plants there. I got like white floors and everything. It's just all bright. I got a big old fucking glass window, and it's just supposed to be my chill spot, man.
So wait, when you sent me that picture, is that what's in your house currently, or that's what you want in your house?
No, that's what's in my house.
Oh, so that's in your house right now. That was an actual photo of your house.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was a little confused. I wasn't sure what that was.
No, that's what I spent my photography money on.
Okay.
I paid,
all right.
I paid $150 yesterday, and what I do, I go buy $150 worth of fucking plants.
When you said this is what I spent my photography money on, I thought you had ordered that, and you were sending me the video that basically is like, this is what I ordered. That's kind of what I understood it to be.
No, I bought $150 worth of fucking plants and put them in my living room.
That's a lot of plants.
It is, and I still got room for 6 more plants.
That room you sent me is very different from what I expected your house to look like.
Yeah, what you see here.
Because of your background is very kind of like, active, and it's very like exciting, No,
man, whatever, I try to be I try to be a minimalist. Is that what it's called, a minimalist?
Obviously, not
like in
not
that
in
living room. All I have is that fucking TV stand or whatever. What's it? Entertainment center.
Yeah,
the little fucking 5 foot plant holders and a fucking large ass sectional that holds probably about 7 people on that motherfucker. And that's it. And I think I got a ladder that holds blankets.
Damn. So you really you keeping it to a minimum.
That's what I want, because when I grew up, this is what my house was like. So I just put it all in the garage.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to fucking less shit in my fucking actual house, and I come out here and I still live my 90s lifestyle. I think the 90s, that's what the 90s was like.
Yeah, I could see
fill your house with a bunch of bullshit. And you never throw it away. Like my dad, he'll come to my house and he check my trash can every time he comes to my house to see what the hell I'm throwing away.
Well, I was just thinking, like, in the 90s, they wore like the crazy colored like windbreaker jackets and shit like that. Everything was kind of like crazy colorful and shit like that.
My dad in the 90s.
Oh, he didn't?
No, because fucking he was like 40-something years old. What the fuck you doing? We wore windbreakers.
I don't know.
You think my dad wore starter jackets too?
Probably he didn't.
No,
he didn't wear the
40 years old, man.
He didn't wear the big fucking puffy jackets.
No, he did. Do you think people did that back then? Like, did your dad do that? Like, or did your parents do that?
I don't think so.
I don't think that.
No.
My dad, he would though. It was so funny.
Yeah.
Back in the 90s, like that age group, they walked around with briefcases for no fucking reason.
It's just to look busy.
Yeah,
like
my dad used to always come home. My dad was in the Air Force. He used to always come home with a briefcase. Nothing was in it. He never opened it up. All that was in it was like pens and notepads. That's it.
Respect.
There was no important documents or nothing. It's just like, but I think in the 90s for that group that they carried briefcase.
Yeah. I feel like the men all carried briefcases and the women all had suits that had big ass shoulder pads.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
that means
those
business.
were the things. Yeah, those were the business look back then.
Exactly.
Like, the bigger the shoulder pads, and the bigger
they didn't
the
wear
briefcase,
starter
the more
jackets.
Yeah. Respect. So the things I'm liking are a little different.
Yeah. Well, yours is a fetish. That's why I don't do fetishes.
It's not a fetish. Mine is simple this week. It's simple. I just been going to the park a lot with my dog, and basically I jump on my longboard and I let my dog pull me around.
What?
And
Bo ain't pulling shit.
Bo ain't pulling anything.
He pulling a hamstring. That's the only thing he pulling.
Yeah, poor Bo is not. He is not the physical one of my two dogs.
Yeah, no.
Not anymore, anyway. He used to be. But he's an old man now. He's in his retirement phase. You know, he's just about chilling.
How far do you go for the walk or longboard?
So for the longboard, I might go maybe half a mile with Gil.
And Gil can do that?
Yeah, Gil's
a mile one way and then half a mile back?
No, total.
Okay.
Total. So just like a quarter mile down and then a quarter mile back.
Gil's pretty strong to be pulling you like that. I mean,
I'm on a longboard, dude. I'm not that heavy. Let me take that back. I'm pretty fucking heavy.
for a dog, like if you were to lay on Gil, he's not moving.
Yeah. Let's see. Gil weighs. Let's say Gil weighs 50 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm literally 5 times his weight.
Yeah.
But on a longboard, I'm like, it's pretty easy because like my board's
once that momentum starts going.
Yeah, I'm moving.
But Gil goes back home, tells Bo, you had to pull this motherfucker uphill both ways.
He's gonna tell that to his kids one day.
Hell yeah.
You wouldn't believe what the fuck I had to do.
Exactly.
You spoiled ass puppies. I'm pulling this
longboard is.
Pray you never do. Yeah. But I mean, he's in good shape. Gil's in good shape, so he can do it, no problem. And like this is how we do it. So we start at the little parking lot or whatever, just go straight down, and then it's a paved park, and the path has little like gazebos and bathrooms along the way. And we just stop there, and it's literally a quarter mile up. So we just stop there, and I get the dog I have like a collapsible water dish, and I pull it out, fill it up with water from the.
So Bo likes to go for walks.
Bo likes to go for walks, but the thing is, walking is boring. So like, I personally don't like just walking. Like if I'm gonna go outside, I'd rather jog, right? Or I'd rather jump on the longboard or a bicycle. Yeah. So Bo doesn't like doing any of those things, or rather can't do any of those things anymore. So it's kind of like him. I usually just leave him at home, or like I'll play with him in the backyard.
Now, I was about to say, my French bulldog, he sees me pull out the leash and a little harness for him. He runs to the back door. He's like, man, just put me in the backyard.
Oh, really? He's like, I don't want this.
We're not going for walks. Just put me in the backyard.
Yeah.
But if I go and I'll be like, come on, man, we're going for a car ride. He's like, bro, let's go.
Oh, he gets
But if
excited.
I pull that leash and everything, he's like, we don't need that. Let's just say we're going for a car ride.
Him and Bo could be friends.
Yeah, and Cradle's all about it. I walk Cradle's a block, and that motherfucker dying, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, your dogs both have the small, short snouts. Like you have
Cradle's is bigger than a regular French bulldog, though. But still, he's that motherfucker. I don't know how he'd be running back and forth chasing my neighbor, and man, he come in dying every day, and I just like, God, lay down, get some water. I gotta tell him stop running, this motherfucker. But then when I go take him for a walk, he can't do it. He can run in the backyard all day.
Yeah, just gotta be careful out.
Especially with the overheat. Yeah, summertime, they don't go outside for more than like probably 10-15 minutes during the summertime. Because if I keep him out there, he runs back and forth. Yeah, he'll be done.
Well, I know with Gil, maybe I don't know, a couple years back, I brought him to the same park, and was I was on my bike because I have like a hard leash, or it's called a rigid leash. And basically, it's just like a fucking little metal rod that sticks off the side of the bike and holds Gil so he doesn't run back into the bike and crash us, right? But I was running him, I was on my bike and he was on that leash. And
stop going fucking 25 miles per hour. Shit,
no, we weren't going. We don't go fast or anything. But the thing
I had him pulling me. I was on the chariot and he was pulling me.
I was on a carpet. I was like, drag me. Let's go.
I was laying down on a carpet.
We're not going home until we get to that gazebo.
Mush.
But basically what happened was the concrete got too hot, and I didn't realize it.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it, and his paws got blistered up.
Yeah.
And I felt so fucking bad. So I bought him boots, like combat boots. And
that's what I'm talking about. Steel toes? Let me know
That's
what
it.
we went through.
Yep. Exactly. And I was like, suck it up, bitch.
Yeah.
I was like,
Put on these 5-pound boots. We're going for a fucking run.
we're getting you some exercise.
Yeah.
No, but I bought him those little stupid, like, cute boots or whatever. And at first he didn't like them, but he got used to them.
Oh, did he?
So,
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It took him a little while, but eventually.
Man, you
they
put
got used to 'em.
anything on Apollo, the French Bulldog, he's not moving for the rest of the day.
That's
He
it.
just
He's
canceled.
like,
And that's it.
he just gives up.
Yeah, Kratos, he'll fight it and try to get it off, whether like if it's closed or whatever.
Yeah.
Apollo just deer in headlight, just done.
That's
He'll stay there as long as you keep it on him. He will
Nice,
not move
nice.
at all. You try to give him a treat, say, "Hey, come here, get a treat." He's like, "Nope." Until this shit gets off of me,
That's
we
it.
can go do something.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and let's get the hell out of here. I think
I'm
those are
done.
pretty good.
This shit's empty.
Sounds good. All right. If you enjoyed this podcast, please go ahead and like, subscribe, share, comment down below. All those things really help us with the algorithm. We are trying to grow, so please go ahead and help us out. We would love to have you be part of the community.
Tell your parents about us. You know?
Yeah. If you want to see more of us, you can always find us on Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, pretty much any of those, just by searching Indatrashpodcast. And what piece of shitty advice should we give them? What should be the shitty advice this week?
I always like listening to the radio in the tub.
What is that?
You can't listen to the radio in the tub, man. That's electrical shit. And don't you ever watch scary movies where they just throw the radio in the tub?
Just throw that shit in there. And remember, guys, if you're bored, always go play in traffic.
Yeah, good time.
Peace out.
Peace.
Audio Jungle.